Are you getting low FPS and stuttering issue while playing FC25? Then you are at the right place. We have got some easy ways that you can use to fix this issue. Welcome back to Silicophilic, your go-to source for tech tips and fixes. Method 1. Check system requirements. EA FC25 is a graphics-intensive game with Hypermotion V. So you need to check the system requirements and make sure that your computer matches it or is better. When FC25 is not launching, crashing, freezing, and showing a black screen on your PC, first make sure your system fulfills the minimum requirements to run the game. Here are the minimum and recommended requirements for FC25. Check these. Minimum: OS Windows 10 64-bit latest update. Processor AMD Ryzen 5 1600 or Intel Core i5 6600K. Memory 8GB RAM. Graphics AMD RX 570 or NVIDIA GTX 1050 Ti. DirectX version 12. Network broadband internet connection. Storage 100GB available space. Sound card DirectX 12 compatible video card or equivalent. Recommended: requires a 64-bit processor and operating system. OS Windows 10 64-bit. Processor AMD Ryzen 7 2700X and Intel Core i7 6700. Memory 12GB RAM. Graphics AMD RX 5600 XT or NVIDIA GTX 1660. DirectX version 12. Network broadband internet connection. Storage 100GB available space. Sound card DirectX 12 compatible video card or equivalent. You can check the system requirements from this link. Method 2. Install patch updates. The next step is to update your game. If you do not have the latest game update, you might face low FPS issue on your computer. If you bought the same game via Steam, then open Steam and head to Library. Now right-click on the game and select Properties. Then go to Updates and then make sure Always Keep this game updated is selected. Once done, relaunch the game and check. Method 3. Clear EA desktop cache. Sometimes corrupted cache files can cause loading problems. Clearing EA Desktop app cache can help you resolve this issue. Open the EA Desktop app. Select the three dashes in the far left corner of the EA app. Scroll to Help. Click App Recovery. Select Clear Cache. Additionally, if you are using mods or custom content, they could be conflicting with the loading process. Try disabling them and see if the game loads normally. Method 4. Verify integrity of game files. Missing or corrupted game files can also cause issues like this. So verify the game files. Here is how you can verify the integrity of the game files from Steam platform. Head to the Steam library, right-click on the game and open its properties. Go to the Install Files tab and click on the Verify the integrity of the game files option. Wait till Steam verifies the game files and download the missing file or fix the corrupted game files. Once done, launch the game and check. Method 5. Disable full screen optimization. The next thing you can do is disable full screen optimization. Double-click on this PC and navigate to the game installation folder. Open the game folder, right-click on the game exe and open its properties. Go to the Compatibility tab and disable full screen optimization. Click on Apply and then on OK to save the changes. Method 6. Add the game for high performance and try a lower resolution. Press the Windows plus I keys to open Settings. Click on System and then select Display. Scroll down and click on Graphics. Click on Browse option and head to the game installation folder. Select Game exe and add it. You will now see it here. Click on Options and select High Performance. Select Save to save the changes. You can also try a lower resolution from Settings. To do that, go to Windows Settings. Click on the System tab and select Display. Then head to Display Resolution. You can try a lower resolution than the recommended one for your PC and check if the game loads now. Method 7. Change the settings from the NVIDIA control panel. If you are using an NVIDIA graphics card, then you can change the settings from the NVIDIA control panel to boost the performance. Right-click on the desktop and select NVIDIA Control Panel. Select Manage 3D Settings from the left side. Click on the Global Settings tab. Scroll down in the Settings section and look for Shader Cache Size. Once you have found it, click on it and set it to Unlimited. Click on Apply to save the changes. Now select the Manage 3D Settings again and click on the Program Settings tab. Find the game.exe file in the Find Program to customize the list and add it. If you don't find it here, then click on Browse. Then head to the game installation folder and add the exe file from there. Next, find OpenGL Rendering GPU and set it to your graphics card. Now find the Power Management mode and set it to maximum performance. Next, find VSync and set it as adaptive. Method 8. Set the power settings to high performance. The next thing you can do is to allow the PC to go for performance optimization over power saving. You can set the high performance mode for the intense gameplay for better results. Open Control Panel using Windows Search. Set the View By section to large or small icons. Select Power Options. Click on High Performance under Hide Additional Plans. If you cannot find it, click on Show Additional Plans. Once done, restart your PC and then launch FC25. Method 9. Configure Windows Game Settings. The next thing you can do is make sure the Windows game settings are properly configured for the optimal FPS. This should also reduce crashing and launching issues. First, make sure the game mode is enabled, and to check that, go to Windows Settings. Then click on the Gaming tab. Select Game Mode from the right pane side. Make sure the Game Mode toggle is turned on. Next, click on the back button next to Settings and click on the Game Bar tab. Turn the toggle off. Next, go back and click on the Captures tab. Disable Record What Happened and Capture Audio when recording a game toggles. Method 10. Set the game to high priority. Open the Task Manager using Windows Search. Select the Details tab. Right-click on the game.exe process and move the cursor to Set Priority. Click on High. Similarly, you can also set the priority of other processes that you need to keep running to low, which should give the game more of the system resources to run optimally. Method 11. Update graphics driver and run the game on the dedicated graphics card. Make sure to update the graphics drivers before you start gaming. This should help you avoid issues while gaming and boost your gaming experience. Here is how you can update your graphics drivers. Open Device Manager using Windows Search. Go to the Display Adapter section and expand it. Right-click on your graphics driver and choose Update Driver option. From the next window, select the Search Automatically for Drivers option. Follow the on-screen instructions to download and install the latest driver. You can also visit the official websites of your graphics card manufacturer to update your graphics drivers. Now, download the latest drivers for the graphics card installed on your computer from these websites. Follow the on-screen instructions to complete the driver installation process. Once done, restart your PC. When the device restarts, open the app again to check for updates. Download and install the available updates. If you have multiple GPUs for your computer, then make sure you use the one exclusively for gaming. This ensures a better gaming experience. So, using the dedicated GPU for gaming can avoid issues while playing games like FC25. Here is how you can check if you are running the dedicated graphics card. However, this depends upon your operating system and the graphics card you are using. Press the Windows key +R to launch the Run utility. Type dev.mgmt.msc in the Run command box and hit Enter or click on OK. Expand the Display Adapters section. Here you will find the two adapters, one for your dedicated graphics card and the integrated graphics card. The dedicated one should have a longer and more specific name than the integrated one. The dedicated graphics card may also have a higher memory size listed. So run the game with the dedicated graphics card. Method 12. Close unnecessarily running programs. Sometimes streaming and downloading can compete for resources and cause issues while playing games like FC25. So close unnecessary apps to free up bandwidth for FC25. Right-click on the Windows Start button and select Task Manager. Go to the Processes tab and right-click on the processes you want to close. Select the End Task option. Repeat the same for each task you want to kill. Method 13. Increase VRAM. The more VRAM your system's graphics card has, the more data it can store. So this will enable it to handle higher resolution textures and run your games smoothly without crashing. Here is how you can increase the VRAM. Go to Windows Search and type Advanced System Settings. Select the top search result. Click on Settings below Performance. Next, head to the Advanced tab. Under Virtual Memory, click on Change. Uncheck Automatically Manage Paging File Size for all drives. Choose the drive where you want to store the paging file. Select Custom Size. In the Initial Size field, enter a value equal to 1.5 times the total available RAM on your system. In the Maximum Size field, enter a value that is 3 times your total RAM. Now here is how to check your system's available RAM. Go to Windows Settings and select System. Next, select About. Check RAM. After you have set the value as per your system, click on Set, then click on OK and again on OK. Once done, restart your PC and then launch FC25. Method 14. Install the Visual C++ redistributables. Next, you can install the Visual C++ redistributables. What you need to do is search Visual C++ redistributables in Google and click on the first link of Microsoft.com. We also have provided this link in the description so you don't have to search. Download the Visual Current C++ redistributables available. Remember to download the correct architecture like x64 for 64-bit systems and x86 for 32-bit systems. Install the downloaded file as shown. Now restart your PC. After the PC restarts, run the game and the issue should be fixed. Method 15. Install DirectX. Another thing you can do is install DirectX. Type in DirectX in Google and click on the top option for Microsoft. You can also click on the link given in the description. Download the DirectX setup file and after the download is complete, run the exe file. Click on Yes to continue. Follow the on-screen instructions to finish the downloading process or follow as shown. Make sure to uncheck Big Bear box. Let the installation process complete. After it is complete, restart your PC and then try to launch the game. Method 16. Avoid overclocking and update BIOS. Overclocking the system can boost performance, but sometimes it can crash the system, especially while playing games like FC25. So you can disable overclocking while playing this game. To do that, boot into your BIOS or UEFI settings. The process of booting into BIOS differs from system to system. You can check the manufacturer's website for the exact process to boot into your BIOS. You can also take the help of the user manual to boot into your BIOS. Here are the basic steps to enter into BIOS or the UEFI settings. Open your Windows settings. Select Recovery from the right pane. Then click on the Restart Now button next to Advanced Startup. Once done, and once your PC restarts, select Troubleshoot, then go to Advanced Options. Then you should find the UEFI firmware settings. Once you boot into your BIOS or UEFI settings, navigate to the overclocking section and then disable it. You should close all the overclocking apps if you are using one like MSI Afterburner or similar applications. If you are using an outdated version of the BIOS, then this can also be the reason why you are having issues while playing FC25. Each motherboard is different. So go through the manual of your motherboard to know how to update your BIOS. Follow the instructions to complete updating BIOS. After updating BIOS, you should not get the error. Method 17. Reinstall the game. If none of the methods shown could fix the issue, there might be some corrupt installation files causing this issue. Uninstall the game, then download and reinstall it. This can often resolve persistent loading problems caused by corrupted files. And there you have it, the methods to fix FC25 low FPS and stuttering issue. We hope one of these methods have worked for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tech tips and troubleshooting guides. Leave a comment and help others know which solutions solved your problem. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.